Hello to you, Gary. Tell us what the situation is at Fenerbahce this season. What kind of team are Manchester United coming up against?
Yes, hello, Rob. A beautiful sunny day here in Istanbul. We're outside the Fenerbahce training ground at the moment. We're not being allowed in by UEFA for another 15-20 minutes, but you can see the blue and yellow flags. The Fenerbahce crest when it unfurls, and obviously the Turkish flag there. Very proud club, proud of what they can hopefully achieve, and proud of their fans, and proud to have Jose Mourinho as head coach. Listen, some of the pressure taken off Erik ten Hag, wasn't it, at the weekend? That fairy tale pressure that he talked about, the lies that he talked about, really pressure taken off by the performance against Brentford, the result against Brentford. It was a bit the opposite, though, for Jose Mourinho, because they were 2-1 up away from home against Samsunspor, who are third in the Super League here in Turkey. They were protecting that league late into the game, but they couldn't manage to take it through to the 90 minutes and extra time, and they scored late on to steal a point, and so the fans weren't particularly happy about that, even though they all agree that it was potentially a foul on a Fenerbahce defender in the build-up to the goal, but VAR and the referee didn't give it, so therefore the points were shared, and that leaves Fenerbahce fourth in the Super League, 7 points behind Galatasaray, the big rival. Even though Jose Mourinho's side have only lost 1 in their last 11 in all competitions, a couple of draws in the league, and that defeat to the big rival Galatasaray means that some fans are beginning to question Jose Mourinho, are beginning to question his style of play, are beginning to question the fact that he's on a lot of money and was brought here to try and win the Super League for the first time in 10 years, so it's not easy to do. We know who the usual winner of the Super League is here, and it's not potentially as bad as it looks. They are fourth, but Galatasaray and Besiktas play each other on Monday, and Fenerbahce have a game in hand, and so he'll be concentrating very hard tonight. He loves the European competition, doesn't he? And this will be one that he will have marked in his calendar, won't he, when the draw was made, a tasty one against Manchester United. He won't speak about revenge in the news conference here in about an hour and 15 minutes time, but he will have it on his mind, I'm sure.
Yeah. You know him very well indeed, and as you're saying, it wasn't the start he wanted. They're even sort of, I see it rolling out stories about where he's living at the moment, which means they're trying to get everything on Mourinho. But you never count him out, do you?
Yeah, there were similar stories, weren't there, when he was at Manchester United, about how he lived in a hotel and didn't really have anywhere to really put permanent roots. It was the same when he started off at Roma as well. He was in a little hotel. I went there for dinner with him once, and he always had the soup. So suggestions is always eating the same thing and living in a hotel this time around as well. So I think he is working on finding somewhere more permanent to live, but he does love a European competition, and he knows that if he can put in a performance, his team can put in the kind of performance which he knows they're capable of, because they've had some big results as well this season, then United could be in for a really, really tough game. Erik ten Hag is going to try to do what Sir Alex Ferguson failed to do, what Louis van Gaal failed to do, what David Moyes failed to do, and that's to beat a Jose Mourinho side with a Manchester United side away from home. So Alex failed. The only player to do it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in 2021. And Fred scored that day. Fred, of course, playing for Fenerbahce these days. And Jose Mourinho knows as well as anybody that 8 days after that defeat at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, he was sacked. So another reason why he wants to put on a good show against Manchester United tomorrow night. What a tasty one this will be. It's going to be so interesting to hear from him. As I say, at about 12:30 your time here at the training ground, Jose Mourinho facing the media. There'll be a few English media in there, I'm sure.
Yep. Gary, wonderful as always. Thank you very much.